Hello everyone, Bertina Amy here, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a DIY Dollar Tree Halloween black cat with LED light. If you've been following my channel for a while and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing as it really helps my channel out. Okay, so for today's video, I thought I would do another DIY with these LED pumpkins from Dollar Tree. And I thought I would cater to people that might not want to rip all this stuff off and then buy some ribbon just to wrap around and then also tea lights to go at the bottom. So instead, I'm going to do a DIY with it just the way it is, but just in a sense embellishing it. One thing I do want to say though is that I would recommend making sure that the light will actually work. Okay, make sure you have 3 AAA batteries and make sure you have a screwdriver because you're going to need that. And that just fell right off, but you're going to need that to open this up and test out the light. I've tested this out with a previous project and I found that the light is really dim. Okay, so we're going to open this up. Oh, we only need 3 batteries. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was more than that. Okay, it does snap in. I'm not going to screw it in just yet. And then you can see the light like so. So I'm going to actually take the batteries back out because I had to borrow them from some other item because I think we're running out of batteries. I have to buy some more. So the reason why I go ahead and test out the battery, in case anyone's asking or is wondering, is because I don't want to end up making this into a DIY and then come to find out when I put the actual batteries in permanently, the light doesn't work, and then I've just wasted my time creating the item. $1.25 is the least of my concerns. It's the time and effort, and then I won't be able to trade it or exchange it for one that does work. So, anyways, so we know for sure that this one works. So again, this is dedicated to those that don't want to remove all this stuff off. So I had an idea because this one's black. I thought it would be super cute to, when I was doing the witch one earlier, I thought it'd be super cute to turn this into, I don't really care for this. I think I'm just gonna end up, I could cut this off. You do you. I'm not gonna cut it off because it's just gonna end up in the trash anyway. So rather than worrying about it going into the trash, I'm just gonna make sure it's hot glued at the top. Anyways, so the idea I had was I wanted to do a DIY black cat. So the first thing I want to do is give the hat some ears. And I saw my Dollar Tree had one of these headbands. If you don't have those, they also sell these cat masks. I think this would be harder to work with because it's plastic and there's no guarantee you're going to cut it perfectly. It is cute as is, and it lights up, so I'm hesitant to even suggest this anyways, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, you would be cutting off the ears, and then it's just like a basic mask instead of a cat mask, so I hate to do that. Anyways, so I'm planning on using this headband, but if you didn't want to do that, if you'd rather make the ears from scratch, I thought that these wood curl roses, they come in 4 packs. I thought these would make really cute ears. The reason why I'm not going ahead and DIYing my own ears is simply because I think that, well, for one, I don't know that I have enough time, frankly. Um, but what I would be doing is I'd want to paint this to match the strip along here, and then the outside would be covered in black fur. I thought that would look super cute. Um, Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to recreate this again in the future and then do the ears handmade instead. But I thought these would look great because they've already got the fur and it's less work and it'll be a guarantee that I can get this project done quicker. Plus, my intentions are to DIY my own eyes with stuff I basically already have, and just kind of walk you through my plans on how I'm going to make the eyes. Because the thing is, you could buy cat eyes and then attach them, but I don't know how they're going to look with the light on. And I kind of want mine to look transparent so you can kind of see them through the light, even though you could barely see it through this black material anyway, but I still want to test it out. So, in any case, again, decide, you feel free to decide what you want to do. This would look really cute. I thought the way the creases are in there make it look like real ears, like when I think of ears for cats. Um, but yeah, let me know if you think that I really should redo this in the future with that concept in mind. Let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and start with this. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. I don't recall seeing these last year. Let me know in the comments below if you recall seeing these last year, but I'm hoping they bring them back because I think they're super cute. So what I'm thinking of doing is I want to try to break this up as little as possible. However, I want to make it seem like the ears are protruding out of the hat. And I know I can squeeze between these plastic bars, if you will. So what I'm thinking is I'll just break it down the center first. See if I can break it. Oh, it's very, this is surprisingly strong material. There it goes. You hear that? You probably did hear that. So that way I know I definitely broke it. So this is going to be, this piece of plastic is going to be way too wide to squeeze into that. Oh, look at that. The plastic is actually pulling out. I should have thought of that. I really didn't think of that. That actually makes it a little bit easier. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I thought maybe using the plastic will help me to stick it in there a little bit better, but maybe by pulling the plastic out, it's actually going to be easier to attach to the hat and make it look like it's... I think that would be cute. Ooh, what if I did it like that? That looks a little bit more realistic, right? Because then it looks like... I think I want to do it that way. Because then it looks... Yeah, let's see if I can do it. No, I want it to have the crease. So to make sure it has a crease that we see, just push in through the middle, and then you can make like kind of like a crease. I don't want it to be super... I wonder if I can do... I don't think I need all this excess material. Maybe I can repurpose. I'm just going to cut off the excess that I don't need. And we're not going to be giving this a tail because it's just going to be the cat head. But maybe I can repurpose it in the future for something else. I'm going to repeat that for this one. Oh, it's even got the tag. All right, that one can come off, and then that one can come off. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I can stick, even better, I can stick something else in it instead. 1 second. Okay, so I decided to buy a pack of these tinsel stems this year. I really love the colors in this, but it won't matter because we're not going to see it, but I'm going to grab 2 of them. I like pipe cleaners because they're really easy to work with and they make something really bendable. But anyway, so what I'm thinking is taking one of these. I wonder if that's too short if I do like half and then twist it upon itself because I want it to be stronger. And then I can use this to attach, but at the same time I want this. Okay, I want that kind of a look. And then I'm going to use that to stick through. I don't know how well this is going to come out because... Okay, so if I go underneath, I think perhaps a good idea is to hot glue to make sure. Hang on, let's see. Will I even need to hot glue? I actually like that. All right, so I'm going to twist it under the hat. Oh my gosh, that is looking so cute. I do want that fold to stay. I wonder if it will stay though. I want it to stay like on a more permanent basis. Is this not tight enough? Please bear with me because this, like I said, this is me having fun playing with my materials and my ideas. Oh my gosh, how cute is that, guys? Seriously. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And then you can just, any excess, you could just kind of tuck. No one's going to see it anyway because we're going to eventually glue that on. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. It doesn't matter the color of your Tencel stem. If you have pipe cleaners or Tencel stems, doesn't matter where they're from, what color they are, you're not even going to see it. So, like I said, I'm because mine are from Dollar Tree, I'm twisting it upon itself so that we have half the size. We don't need it that long anyway, but also to strengthen the actual wire within. And stick it through this loop basically. All right, and then, all right, so I think I'm gonna do maybe here and here. Okay, and then pull till it's taut. And then I want it, okay, this one's being, of course, one side is coming out perfectly, and this one is being like, no, I don't want to work with you. Okay, so first I'm going to twist it underneath so that I'm happy with it, and then I go ahead and keep messing with it until I get it as close to matching the other ear as possible. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I will take whatever I can get because I don't think it's going to look exactly like the other side. This is handmade after all, so I'm doing what I can to try to remedy. I'm just gonna have to be okay with the imperfection. It's fine. Okay, so let me try to, I think maybe I need to put this here and this here, like so. Okay, so that looks a little bit more even. Okay, and then I'm gonna, oops, don't pull it all the way through because then you won't have the wire anymore. Okay, how does that look? And then I just need it to, so yeah, I'm gonna have to hot glue this one into place, and that's totally fine. It's not like I don't have hot glue. So, all right, so I'm gonna just put hot glue there, and then stick down, and then I'm gonna do hot glue here, and then stick that down. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. That one doesn't want to fold the same way, but you know what? It's totally fine. Oh my gosh, guys. How cute is this? Seriously. Like, black cat after a wicked witch? Why not? What witch doesn't need their black cat, right? Okay, so this I'm just going to recycle because I have no intentions of repurposing that, but it's plastic, so I can recycle that. So that's great. Okay, so I'm going to just stick this on, and then let me see, where do I want the face? Super important because not all sides are created equally. And I don't know that it matters. It all kind of has twists and things. But I think it'd be super cool to give this eyes. So I'm loving how this is turning out. In case any of you say, hey, would you redo this and then like wrap this instead in your other way, I will say, you know what, I'm not gonna hot glue this on, just in case I get a request to do that. So I'm actually going to skip that part. But what I am gonna do is I'm going to make nose, whiskers, and I'm gonna make eyes for this guy. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So so what I'm gonna recommend if you are gonna repeat this project is one, definitely pick up some pipe cleaners, but you're gonna want so if you want to stick with Dollar Tree, the closest color I would recommend is these silver ones, which they currently have. And obviously pick one of these up, pick one of these up, and if you can, find one of these. They used to be so plentiful last year, and this year not as much. But in any case, yeah, pick one of these up and pick up one of those headbands. And then we're gonna use these to make the whiskers. And also, ideally, you already have maybe like a black four-holed button, and that'll work better than something like one that just only has the two, because the two is not going to allow you to get all the strands in that you want. Because the way I'm going for the what I'm going for is making sure to have three whiskers on either side, if that makes sense. But I thought a button would be perfect for a nose. And basically, what your goal is to say, for example, say you wanted to use this cool looking, like this one's awesome looking. You're just gonna string it through one hole because it's wire, but you're gonna go diagonally in through the other, and then you are gonna have a bit of a loop. So like something like that. Obviously not right here. You're gonna want it as centered as possible, and then you're gonna take another one and go in through here, out that way, and then you're going to take a third one. Try not to make it too tight. You're going to stick it underneath everything that you just went through. That way you have two sets going diagonally and one going straight across. And then you'll end up with, I did mine off camera, something like this. Now this one is actually the iridescent kind, white iridescent. I got this one from Michaels, and I decided to make this. This was actually intended for a different project altogether, but that project is actually not, this piece is not needed until later next year. So I'm actually going to use this for this project because I think that'd be great. And actually, you can use whatever tinsel stems or pipe cleaners that you want to use for the whiskers. I want these white iridescent ones because frankly, like, yeah, you can see cats' whiskers, but they're typically like almost invisible because they don't really have much of a color to them. So that's why I lean towards this. But I thought it would be super cute to glue this somewhere. And if I redo this, I mean, I would prefer not to have to glue this on and have to redo it, but I can redo it. It's not a big deal. As you can see, I've got plenty of black buttons, but you can get more if you wanted to get more creative. You could even get maybe something like not perfectly all black, and you can use that as a nose instead. But anyways, I think you're getting the idea. So I thought it would be, I'm just gonna glue wherever I want my center to be, and I don't really like how that sticks out so much. Like I'm trying to get, I don't know that it really matters where. It's probably making it more difficult because I didn't weave it the way I've weaved my other ones. But I was thinking if I weaved it, then it's like you only see part of the face and can see everything in between. So again, let me know if you think I should redo this project in the future because I'm not opposed to it. But I really wanted to make this project. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put hot glue on the back end, and that way if I do redo this, it's not going to be that noticeable. And let's see if I can just do maybe like that. I don't know if that's gonna work. No, these pieces are too far apart. If you ever do what I did and you put in a spot and you don't like it and you don't like the way hot glue shows up, you can just, oh, don't ruin the material like I almost did here. You can just do this. For some reason, heat just kind of makes it more clear and then you don't even notice it. And then if I do take it down or apart or whatever, oh gosh, then I'll be able to rip it off. It's just hot glue. So, okay. Oh boy. So I can tell you that if I was doing this in a different way, I wonder if I. So what if I just do this? I want to just see how this looks. I mean, you don't even have to do eyes and whiskers, but I just think it would be super adorable. You know what? I'm just gonna select the one wire in the middle. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna just put glue there, and then stick that on there. Okay, and then the eyes are just gonna go here. That I'm gonna make as well. Oh my gosh, I think that's so adorable. Not perfect, but adorable. Okay. I have these gems that I originally picked up from Dollar Tree, and I stole some from a previous project. I made in the past a DIY like dragonfly photo frame display box or whatever, and I wanted to be part of my centerpiece. Anyways, I use some of these gems as fillers, and I thought I just need two, and I'm going to turn these into eyes because I didn't want to buy a new pack if I don't need it anyways. So I went through and tried to pick out two of the closest in size and shape, and these were the two. So I'm going to put these back where they are from, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I do the eyes. So to make these eyes, I actually did some research, and I found that these oil-based Sharpies are apparently best for glass. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a test, but I basically want this to make the pupil of the cats, of the eyes. So I believe these are going to require some shaking and things like that. Directions, remove cap with marker. Okay. I'm going to have to press it down on here, shake well to mix paint to press marker point several times until it's saturated. Okay, so yeah, I've seen these before. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so I wanted the fine point so that I could actually I'm gonna eyeball this. Get it? Eyeball. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want it to look like a cat's eye. All right. Again, not perfect, and that's okay. I'm gonna let that dry. Another thing you could do if you don't want to do it this way is you could print out an eyeball and just glue it underneath to the bottom or whatever. I think these are pretty close. Let me fix this one just a smidge. All right, maybe that looks a little bit more. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, we're gonna let that dry. Okay, so this marker is actually fast drying, but the next step is we're gonna choose our cat's eye color. I'm gonna go with green because, well, green just sounds awesome. and just to contrast the purple and things like that. But anyways, they sell this at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. It's $1.25, but they sell this at Walmart for about 50 cents. And this is what they had on hand. I was actually requesting the lime green, and this is what they gave me instead, which is close. So before I even use them, what you can do if you wanted to compare, go with the shade of green that you like more. I like to look at the inside of the cap before I decide. So this one looks like it glows more, but this one has more of kind of that witchy appeal. Not only that, I'm going to mix this with some Mod Podge to kind of make it more transparent because I want it to glow with the light shining from behind it. So I think really you can't go wrong with either one of these, at least in my opinion. I like this color to kind of match the sort of skin tone of the witch if I wanted this to be like the witch's black cat. So I am kind of leaning towards this. I mean, really, like I said, you can't really go wrong with either one, and it's totally up to you which one you want to go with based on your budget. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my mix. I'm using the same cup that I used earlier. It's already completely dried out for when I made my DIY black flame candle, if I could talk. So I'm just gonna pour some Mod Podge. I always like to keep Mod Podge lying around. Okay, I don't need that much, but this will help to also seal it. Okay, so I decided to go with the color to match the witch, and I definitely poured way more than I needed, like I said earlier. But I'm hoping this comes out to be transparent. There's definitely way more Mod Podge than the color, but the color's coming through, so okay. I'm just gonna hold it still and then just paint right over it. And that's a really thick layer, but like I said, hopefully it's transparent. And then we're gonna need to let that dry and then see how it looks once it's dry. Yeah, try to have a better hand than me. Like, don't overdo it like I did by accident. Alright, so rather than deal with burning myself, I'm just gonna try to staple these through the center. And then I'll try it again to get all of it, hopefully. Yeah, that should do it. I hot glued the eyes off camera. They're not staying exactly where I want them, so let's try adding some hot glue here. Okay, so I think it depends on how it lays. I want it to be more, standing out rather than dipping in, if that makes sense. Not perfectly centered, but there is my DIY. At the very least, if you wanted to, you could actually turn this piece itself into a costume for your little one. I think it would look so adorable if you wanted your child to be sort of a witch cat or a witch's cat or whatever. And you can actually glue this either onto a headband or add some clips underneath. Obviously, make sure to tuck in any pointy things from these pipe cleaners, but this would look so cute on a little one, I think. And here's the final result. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing as it really helps my channel out. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.